Stussy has some knowledge of Egghead. Like she knows more, than she's given us. Now when I was reading this, I chalked it up to three different possibilities, right? Or four of them, right? One of them being some devil fruit, right? That gives her like some type of clairvoyance, you know, where she could deduct something. I don't know. You know, Another one was maybe a form of observation hockey, maybe future sight. Like she was able to, she could, she has some observation hockey where she could deduce things. Like she could be like, oh yeah, that's dangerous. That's not. That's cool. Like that. But I don't think it's that. I think she's been to Egghead Island before. I think that was the third option. She been
Yeah, I
to
also,
Egghead undercover. You know, because as a
yeah, I also
CP0
definitely.
agent, she wears a mask. So when she's an agent, she's in the mask. But when she's doesn't have her mask on, she's playing a character. The Stussy pleasure district Stussy, right? So I would think she's been there undercover for business purposes. You know, y'all have any
Yeah,
theories on Stussy? Go ahead, Angel.
yeah, I'll have to agree with you on her going there undercover, or maybe she just went there. But from the stuff she says, it seems like when she went there, it seems like they were like telling her stuff, like information, like because she seems to know some very specific things, like the whole thing with Taku going up in the air and stuff like that.
Well, that makes sense though, because when you go undercover, your purpose is to get information, right? So she probably was asking questions, probably all that stuff.
Yeah,
Cube said, "I think she might be double agent infiltrating CP0."
Yeah, she might be because Morgan's he was we know he's like a news journal article. He's kind of in favor of the pilots
Mm-hmm.
and also work for the world government. He doesn't really care too much about the world government. He just is a work for the world government just to sell newspapers and
Mm-hmm.
a ton of world on turmoil. And he's also underwater boss secretly. So since they both work together, then it would make sense that Stussy might also be um, a secret agent, not only a CP0 in the underworld, but something else as well.
Yeah, that's
You might be working for Vegapunk.
that's kind of what Cube said. He said she was also very close to Big News Morgan, and her mask was an owl themed bird.
yeah. I mean, with the whole Cake Island thing, with her being undercover, and then her with Big News Morgan and their conversation. Yeah, I mean, their conversation is interesting. I think there is a slight chance that maybe she works for him, but right now, I don't know.
I,
I don't think so. But
yeah, my
I also don't see how. I also don't see how her alliance with Big News Morgan would affect her thing with what's his name, Vegapunk.
my disagreement when it cut with Cube and BR would be I feel as though CP0, like the world government, when it comes to CP0, they make it damn near impossible to get like double agents, right? Because how we seen when it come to Lucci, he was recruited as a kid and he was pretty much groomed from a very young age into
Yeah,
being a CP9. And to me, it's like when you have double agents, it's usually like they were part of one agency first, and then they go join another one and gain a bunch of trust in that agency. You know what I'm saying?
actually,
So when it
oh
comes to
yeah,
CP0, I would think that Stussy, probably from her earliest memory, she probably was being groomed from the government. So and that type of grooming sticks with you a lot. Like I would just think her roots are too deeply in CP0 than it is with any other organization. So
mm,
her loyalty would be with the world government, pretty much, is what I'm saying.
And there's also the whole free will thing with CP0 and that one guy, with him talking about something he wish he can do what he wants to do. So yeah, actually, yeah, that actually does lower the chances of her actually being a double agent.
Yeah.
She's zero.
Yeah, she was
And
just
from what we've seen, CP0 agents don't seem to be able to disobey orders
yeah, because
that
they
are
were
given to
groomed
them.
at young ages. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get somebody while they're young, it's hard for them to. It's not something you just break. You know, so
That is true.
is it possible? Could she have like maybe got to the point where she betrayed? She didn't want to be part of the world government no more, and maybe she was like, you know what, I'm gonna work with what's called. That's possible. I just think the programming is just too deep though. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, like these guys are willing to throw their life away at a moment's
Yeah.
whim. You know, they hardly even question it. Like Guanaca, what's his name? Guanerica, whatever his name is.
It's
Mhm.
that.
He I don't think he wanted to die, but he was like, hey, I'm ordered to do this, so I can't question it. So I'm gonna do it. So
Yeah. So yeah, actually, yeah, yeah. You know what? You actually pre-persuade me. Yeah, I don't think there's a chance. And that Gurney dude is the biggest reason. With his whole thing about how what's his name Drake is able to do whatever he wants, and he's
mm-hmm.
not able to do that as a CP0 agent. Then from recent SBS, we learned that the ones who wear masks seem to be elite. So if she's that trusted, actually, I wouldn't even say that trusted. If she's that respected, I don't see her becoming a double agent.
Yeah. Says, I have no idea what One Piece is about, but I'll listen to the conversation while doing homework. Hey man, knock yourself out, bro. And then Cube says she's the exception, I guess. She's the exception. She's a perfect candidate to be my waifu. Knock yourself
What?
out, Cube. Knock yourself out. Uh Joy Boy, you got anything to add about Stussy?
I mean, not really, other than it was stated that she has been there before to Egghead.
Yeah, makes sense.
But with like all
Yeah,
the double agent stuff, I mean, yeah, there's a possibility.
It's possible, but I just don't think it's probable. I don't think it's going to be the case.